lived a life of, there's that old saying, quiet desperation. I was really shy, I was really shut down. And I spent my whole life really working to break free of that. What are you feeling? Where are you at?
Up here somewhat. I'm feeling my feet too,
Okay, do you notice the race going on in your
yes,
body?
yeah.
Are you willing to feel that race?
Yeah.
This is Brian Bijan, the other founder of the Limitless Man Summit.
I love teaching. I love helping others. I love seeing others succeed. And so the Fearless Man was created to help other men step into their power. Everybody in this room, every man in this room is male. And so you're designed, for the most part, there's always an exception to the rule, but you're designed to be masculine or to run masculine energy. And masculine, by law of polarity, attracts feminine. So you're designed to be attractive. I started taking workshops and seminars, and I was really frustrated because everybody was teaching stand like this, walk like this, move like this. When you're naturally grounded, when you're naturally masculine, when you love yourself, this is really important, suddenly it's not that hard to meet women.
That was definitely an issue for me around my disability, hating my left side. And I had a belief that I learned in some other personal development companies that, it can be a gift and everything. It can be the best thing that ever happened to you. I knew that logically. That belief was pretty darn shaky. It wasn't really there. With Fearless, it's helped me, get those beliefs into my bones.
Now, that tension, would you give it a name, a type of emotion?
Anxious.
Okay. So you're willing to be as anxious as you are?
Yeah.
The Fearless Man's main goal is to have men starting to access their masculinity, have them be authentic, and have them go out and change the world.
And guys that get really analytical, you notice they're not good with women? Picture high school, who gets all the girls? Jocks, right? Jocks, artists. The analytical guys, computer programmers, the engineers, right? They're not getting as many women, are they, on average? Because they're up here, they're being too cerebral. And the gut brain is the instinctual brain. Does a girl want to get f***ed by your logic or by your instincts? By your animal instincts, okay?
I just couldn't get a date. And when I did, it was out of desperation. It wasn't because I was really interested in that human being.
Get happy being a man, get happy being masculine, get happy enjoying being around other guys and having fun. Don't need the women anymore, and you'll be shocked at how much they'll show up.
Well, it's really stripping all the bullshit away and just being really real with them, being honest with them, being like, damn, you turned me on. Now I'm not gonna play any games with you, I'm just gonna tell you how I feel and see how you feel and try and get to know you.
A third stage woman, she steps fully into her feminine, but she has full access to her masculine. So now they can relate to each other because she understands what it is to use her masculine if she needs to. She might go to work and be the CEO of a large company, comes home, wants to surrender into her feminine in a relationship with you. And in this new version of masculine, we're not claiming our power to fight with women. It's more like what Zan said. We want to start to become masculine to be a complement to women.
We have a fundamental belief that the masculine is incredibly important. And sorry to say, it kind of leads the world, everything comes from it. And if we can produce better men that behave in better ways, with greater integrity, that are stronger and more successful, that will create better relationships with women.
So what Fearless is about is helping guys develop this masculine back in their body, to get in touch with it. Now, this doesn't mean you're not masculine, but it's to understand what part of the masculine actually polarizes women, what women are craving in the masculine.
We see massive growth, but I always see more for them. I always, like, when they get to the point that they're comfortable, I'm like, now it's time to really push them.
Now, are you holding any tension in your body?
Yeah.
Where are you holding it?
There's still tension up here.
Okay. Are you willing to let it be there?
Yeah.
Are you willing to feel it?
Yeah.
Okay.
a sense of adventure, going out and doing things, pushing the envelope has always been in my DNA, and I really enjoy sharing that with our students.
You could teach them the best dating techniques in the world, concepts, principles around dating, but they don't necessarily hook when the guy's really insecure. And what it really came down to was teaching a man to step into his own power. You have half masculine, half feminine men and women. Maybe there's a little polarity when they meet. They come together, and what do? The polarity dies. Now you got basically a brother and sister, kind of energy, or a best friend kind of energy.
The Limitless Man was an idea that Brian Bijen of The Fearless Man and I came up with a couple years ago. And the instructors are from very different perspectives on relationships with women.
Who's ever been tested by a woman, by the way? Okay, awesome. Who enjoys being tested by a woman? Okay. Yeah. She is seeing how confident you are by bringing you some tension to deal with. And she's giving you her attention. Can you penetrate her back energetically and see her through that emotion? It's like she gives me a blast of emotion. I feel it all. I penetrate. I reach in, and I see her through it. And what is penetration? You get it? Penetrate energetically before you penetrate physically. And so you got to be able to penetrate. That's part of a man's job.
If you look at what is the core outcome that we would like to see of a man who we would consider to be a limitless man, is that every experience he has with any woman he runs into, he leaves her more radiant and smiling and happier. It's just that simple.
All meeting women, all being good with women is about being giving. Okay? And the more giving you are, the more they give back, but not the nice guy form of giving, because that's taking. Now, I want you to do one more. I want you to connect right here with me. And imagine you could open a little window right there, put a tube in, and just, there you go.
Yeah, that immediately.
There you go. That's much better. Now you're gonna start feeling more here as this releases.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Now how you feeling?
Way better. Like way more connected.
Our sexual energy is creative energy. So if you birth an idea, you birth a business. I mean, it sounds a little metaphysical, but it's this idea that that energy that you feel down there, that turn on, can be used, and you could take your turn on, instead of just using it to be turned on by women all day and chasing women, which is, some young guys and guys might want to do that for a while. But you could use it to take that turn on and get excited and turned on for starting a business.
I use a lot of our fear-based principles to get over my own personal fear of flying. Have I used these principles in my own life? Absolutely. Do they work? 100%.
Nothing has been as transformative and as deep as my work with Fearless, in terms of, dating, relationships, and just generally how I feel about myself.